What if one of the Bible's most dramatic miracles, the crumbling of mighty city walls by the sound of trumpets, was rooted in something even more mysterious? Welcome to Jericho, the oldest city in the world, and the stage for one of history's most iconic collapses. You may know the story. The Israelites march in silence for 6 days. Then, on the 7th, the blast of trumpets brings the walls tumbling down. But behind the ancient scripture lies an archaeological puzzle that continues to captivate historians and scientists to this day. Recent digs at the site of Jericho have uncovered layers upon layers of history dating back to 9000 BCE, including some of the earliest known city fortifications. These walls were massive, built to protect a thriving civilization with fertile lands and strategic value. But somewhere around 1500 BCE, disaster struck. Now, what really brought Jericho down? Some believe it was an earthquake. Jericho sits near the Jordan Rift Valley, a seismically active region. A quake strong enough could have caused the walls to collapse, just as the Bible describes. Others point to evidence of fire and destruction, suggesting a brutal siege or military conquest, though no record tells us who the attackers were. Still, some theorize it wasn't war or nature, but internal collapse. Could economic decline, famine, or drought have weakened the city from the inside, leaving it vulnerable to outside threats or even rebellion? What's fascinating is that every theory adds a new dimension to the story. Maybe the walls didn't fall because of one event, but because of a perfect storm of disaster, human error, and time. And maybe that's the real miracle. How legend and reality can intertwine, each deepening the truth of the other. The fall of Jericho remains a mystery. But one thing is certain, it wasn't just the walls that crumbled. It was the end of an era, the collapse of a civilization, and the beginning of a story still being pieced together stone by stone. Behind the ruins lies a question that echoes through time. Was it divine power, natural force, or human fate? And perhaps, in the layers of Jericho's dust, we find a bit of all three.